Why hello there, and welcome to episodes 4, 5, and 6 of my Wild Walker Forest Hobo playthrough. We're at the mid-game, and, the mid-game is pretty freaking boring. Yeah, it's just me pressing enter, really, and I want to get to the exciting bit. I want to get to the exciting bit really fast. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this clip at 200%. It's also in post commentary, and I already kind of recorded that before I decided to put it on 200%. So, you get to enjoy my chipmunk voice. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so, yeah, here's the video, and I hope you enjoy. Bye bye.
Why hello there, and welcome back to the fourth episode of Let's Play as the Wild Walkers. Holy shit. I'm doing a post-commentary today, but I have two programs running for that, so that's quite confusing. Yeah, I have a special place of hatred in my heart for post-commentary, but I'll try to do my best and explain what I'm doing. It was only an hour ago, so yeah, that's quite alright. Let me just get my microphone and put it a little bit closer to my mouth. That should be better. I'll just hold it in my hand, whatever. Alright. So, this is the mid-game, so there's nothing much happening. I'm just, booming. And look at that dust increase. Fantastic. Right, turn 52. I'm trying to get a death ball by turn 100 or 110, something like that. Just checking the hero list to see if there's any good, Dust Lord heroes or, cultists. But that doesn't appear to be the case, so we're just gonna continue on. Something level up. Crap. And we hit the garrison cap in Sarath, so we kind of need to switch out production and build something else. Now I thought getting more villages would lower the cost of the ended, but that doesn't appear to be the case, sadly. And we get meritocratic promotion, which we need to finish off the quest. The main quest, that is, because we need 4 range units and two minor faction units. Get the fish farm in Anoia. Should help that city grow pretty quickly. And we're gonna get those villages without further ado. Gonna get the right of way first, I think. Yeah. No, get the right of way first. Do it, Flurry. Do it, Flurry. I'm doubting here, but I think the right of way is better. Because it'll probably give me more research than the alchemy workshop. In the short term. And also provide me with a little bit more money. Oh boy, I picked the worst time to do post-commentary, because this is a mid-game, there's nothing happening, so what do I talk about, man? Alright. None of these heroes are particularly good. That bottom guy would be decent, but, yeah. The cultists are better, in my opinion. I think in the end they might even provide more production as well, because you have so many modifiers, and they just give you flat production, which is great. Alright. Imperial coinage, and public granary is on the way. Good times indeed. Now, since we're not going to war, we don't really need that titanium exploitation device thing, because, we've got more than enough titanium to build the buildings that we want to build, and we finish a quest. What quest did we finish? The augmented extractor. Which would be nice, but the only thing we have is dye, so, yeah. Awesome. Picking that up. Some cheaper buildings, that's always good to have, and I should have definitely switched out... Oh no, it works retroactively. I believe I checked that, even. If I need to switch out my queues. Yeah, that's 41 production, and now I'm gonna delete that and put it back in here, and yep, still 41 production, so it works retroactively. That's nice. I get the discount anyway, even though it's already in the queue. Beautiful! Alrighty then. No reason to slow down. Oh man, I just remembered, this was about an hour ago. So I'm gonna like need to loosen my lips because I've got a lot of talking to do in a bit. Spoiler alert. I think I'll get the influence guy, or do I get the dust boost? Yeah, the dust boost is better. Because Enolia has a lot of tiles that provide dust. And really good ones at that, so it's nice to get a dust hero there. And dust efficiency isn't really going to do me any favors because I'm not going to put my citizens on dust. I'm just going to put them on production. But that doesn't mean that I don't want a dust hero there, so the dust boost is better, since I won't make use of dust efficiency. Alright. Gonna get this quest done. Just equipping that hero so he gets a little bit more experience. And the quest that it gave us was defend this territory for 5 turns. If you don't defend the territory for 5 turns, or there is an army in there, that's not a big deal. It just extends the time period that you need to defend. So yeah. I just realized I probably should lower the volume of my headphones, because you might get an echo, and that's bad. That's definitely really bad. Okay. He can join, Get some free XP, that's nice. And we're gonna move those ended out of the way, since they do the most damage. So they're probably going to focus those. I think. I don't really remember. Also, putting your guys onto the city tiles is really good, because they get lots of morale from that. Just putting that out there. Morale bonuses are sick. Alrighty then. Yep, moving my guys out of the way so they're out of reach. And I don't want my guys to fire all willy-nilly everywhere, so I'm gonna calculate how much life he has and how much damage I'm most likely going to do, and then focus the other ones on other things. And I got a crit, so my calculations were off. Terrible. I really do hate this with a passion. Holy shit, post commentary is so shit. How do people do this? How do people do this? Right, at this point the cat's out of the bag, so Flurry moves in with his ended and prepares for a clash with the stupid ogre people. Who are apparently called rumblers for some reason. All the other ones have cool names, but these are just rumblers. Probably copyright issues, didn't want to piss off Tolkien. Ba-bam! Oh, and he gets a hit off. Oh, no, he doesn't. Right, because he had to retaliate on my ended guy, and that was his move. So, yeah. Took no damage. Good times. And my militia's leveled up. Holy shit, my militia's leveled up. Good times. Now, if you get this mission, you want to leave your army close to your city, because otherwise those guys will just siege your city, come out of nowhere. Unless, of course, you've built watchtowers and know where they are, but if you don't, then they will just walk up to your city, siege it, and you'll lose 1 to 2 turns of production, which is quite bad. Especially in regions with a lot of forests and winter starting. You, like, walk away from your city in search of the army, and then you just die. The best thing to do is just stay at your city and defend it. They'll automatically walk to your city and try to siege it, because they're dick faces like that. Now, we have something to build in the meantime, so we're gonna go build that thing while we put our guys on food. And we're trying to sync it up, and we're trying to sync it up so we grow at the same turn that we finish the dude, but that's, quite frankly, impossible. So, we're not going to get that done. We're in the next era, and we see lots of stuff. We get Adamantian, and we get attacked. Fantastic. Yeah, we have 3 sources of Adamantian, and 1 Palladium, I believe, and some Grasilisk. Which, you know, could be better, could be worse. Who knows? Right? So, this is another pretty straightforward battle. It doesn't really matter if I take losses at this point, because we are in no danger of fighting, and we're probably going to sell all these troops you see before you, because we're going for a late death ball, and we're not going to try to level up our troops by entering enemy territory, because we're afraid that that will piss them off, and that will be bad. That will be really, really bad, so there you go. Just gonna sit in my base and camp, like a pussy. Pussy! I'm sorry, I've got nothing to do, right? You understand this. I've got literally nothing to talk about. Like, I mean, how do I voice this over, man? Like, in the heat of the moment, I can do it. But post-commentary? Like, what? Now you're just gonna watch me complain about post-commentary for 15 minutes. Sucks to be you, right? Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's finish this guy off. We made a horrible mistake, by the way. I'm trying to cover for it by complaining, but oh, shit. Yeah, I'm sure everyone noticed that. My guys didn't fire for like 2 turns or something. It's just kind of sad. But alright. Let's check what we got. Oh, we got Titan Bones as well. Titan Bones. I love me some Titan Bones. And since we have the Augmented Extractor, we get 20 Titan Bones every 10 turns. And the booster effect lasts for 20 turns. For 10 turns. So, we pretty much have a permanent Grassilisk and a permanent Titan Bone thing, which is great. Especially with the Titan Bones. Plus 50% production. Are you kidding me? That is bloody fantastic. Check our heroes, see if there's anything nice, and we just decide on getting the Duke Unwin Weybridge II. I think, but we don't have enough money, so we're going to sell some of these useless guys. Goodbye. And we're going to garrison the rest. Hire that guy. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Flotty. Flotty, you need to click faster. You need to click faster. There we go. Assign hero. Who are we going to assign? No one. We still need to buy our hero. And there we go. Dust Boost guy. Get him into Inolian. Inolia. I should really start renaming these cities to something more pronounceable. I mean, what is Murinlar? Like how, what is that? What even is that? I don't know. We get Survival Instinct, which is actually really good, especially if you're at war. I mean, damn. You can get your guys to like 11 speed without even equipping a single speed item. And we decide we want to use these things because our approval rating is down to shitter. We were unhappy in, Thingy-maboggles, Inolia, and now we fixed that, which is great. Kind of want to go there, but we can't really because our approval rating, it's on happy, which is nice, but we kind of want it to get to fervent because, damn, son, those boosters are fantastic. Basically, if you have few cities, you can very easily get it to fervent because, yeah, first of all, you don't get a lot of unhappiness from expansion disapproval, and second of all, you don't need a lot of resources for your luxury stuff. Now, I'm going to get interrupted in my post-commentary. I can feel it in my fingers, I can feel it in my bones, so I will be right back. Alright, welcome back. Setting up our research for the Third Age. Of course, we want the science buildings, because science is awesome. We want the dust stuff, and we want the plow factory, but we want the plow factory a little earlier, I think, so there we go. Getting the plow factory as a third research. Of course, we want the stupid smelting factor to get the palladium and adamantium that we have. And that's looking really pretty, so that's what we're going to do. Now, gonna put these guys on food, otherwise the city will starve. And our next building is going to be the public Burrow Streets. Then we'll get the public library. Get those production buildings because they are fantastic, especially as the White Walkers. And yeah, kind of want to assign a hero here, so let's go ahead and do that. We assigned our ranger, which is better than nothing, since he didn't have an army to draw experience from. So let's just assign him to the city and help out with producing things, since he does have industry efficiency. And we are back to summer. Oh, summertime is a-coming. Summertime is a-coming, and we're moving our guys over to Inolia. The reason for that being, those guys will help level up our Dust hero, whereas this hero, the cultist one, already has the most important stuff that I wanted to get, which is the boost to citizens on stuff. Epic beatboxing, man. Epic beatboxing. That's the shit. Yeah, garrison those guys. Randomly press escape. I do that a whole lot. Oh, well, I guess it's not too bad. I just run out of things to say, mostly. New Empire plan in 6 turns, which should be enough to get what I want, which is that thing for the extra production and this thing for the extra approval. Wow, I timed that perfectly. You want that approval because approval is awesome. Approval is the shit. If you do it correctly, you can get it without a lot of trouble, and it will give you tons of bonuses. Not to mention, that you just want to run your empire efficiently, especially if you only have like 3 cities, man. You want to get as much multipliers as possible. You need to make the most efficient use of your terrain and stuff. Which kind of makes me regret settling on that one tile that didn't have a tile right now, but that's okay. You know, I didn't know that beforehand. I just wanted to get my settler out as quick as possible, so... And I did. I got him out as quick as possible. It just wasn't enough. Gonna put some guys onto research. No, not gonna do that because... Well... Alright, because we wanted to keep growing in 2 turns, so that's why we didn't do that. In 1 turn, actually. Alrighty then. Making my way to that second orange skill. It'll... Oh, wow, I remembered. Gives me extra dust on terrain, which is the whole reason for getting a dust hero here. To make these sea tiles, these coastal tiles, as broken as possible. And let me tell you, they will be broken, man. I don't get how a plow factory increases your food on the ocean. That might just be me, but I don't think that's where you plow. Or what you plow. Or who you'll plow, whatever. Gonna get that thing, the, Karometric, center because we have the most anomalies in Starad. It's not going to be our biggest science-producing city. Well, now it is, of course, because we get that thing. But the other cities had little to no anomalies, so this was pretty much the only place where we were going to get it. Ideally, we would have built it in Inolia since it has way more normal science tiles, things, mabarals, but, you know, can't always get what you want. We're going to be producing science so fast, it's amazing. Gotta get all the science, man. All of it. Too bad we couldn't get the pixie dust. And our city in Inolia is unhappy, but that's going to fix next turn once once the new Empire plan gets in effect. Checking for more heroes, we could get this guy, but we've got a better things to spend our money on. And bada bing, bada bang. Plus 25 approval, making this turn to 60 and then turn to content. And then we'll get another 15 or 5, I believe. Because we level our city district up to level 2, that's also going to solve our main quest, which I just flashed into the screen just now. In case you missed that. I hope you didn't. But I don't know. Yeah, see, negative 20% production and negative 20% food is really painful. Like, it's not good. You don't want that. That's bad. Okie dokie. That large-scale aquatic thing is going to make those tiles amazing. Once again, you do not want to rush by things as the Wild Walkers. And even if you do want to rush by things, you don't want to rush by things in this setup, since I didn't get any reduction on buying out stuff. So you really don't want to do that. Now, what are we going to get here? The aquatic thing, right? Yeah, there you go. Would like to queue up that other thing, but we don't have enough titanium. And now it's time for me to talk really fast, because we're about to make some trades, and boy, I don't even remember what this entailed. So we want to get that gold because it's cheap. He doesn't really care about gold, and we want to get the palladium so we can build those, national museums and plow factories. So we're going to get all the palladium we can get, and we're going to check to see if he has some technology for sale that we want to use, and, well, the Boros Guild is nice. It really is, but we're not going to be getting that. We are going to be getting no technology from him, since he has nothing that is actually useful. No, dude, he doesn't have anything useful. Just ignore him. Come on, come on. Oh, we're getting the reaping station. We are actually getting the reaping station. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, we're going to get it anyway. Just not going to pay too much for it. So I'll probably settle on like 500 dust. And some change. Literally, 1 dust extra. Fantastic. Okay, get that gold. That should help our income by quite a bit. And suddenly he sees us as blood brothers, which I'm fine with that. We have more than enough gold to spare, and we only need 20 resources to use one of these boosters. So we're going to go ahead and get the Dust Orchid and the Dust Water. Those are some great luxury resources. The Dust Orchid gives plus 25% to everything, and the Dust Water gives plus 50% to money. Now we're going to try and see if we make some miraculous trade and get the text that we need to build our Death Ball, but alas, he will never accept that. Now we're going to try to get just that thing, and he is willing to give us that. Good, good, good. But we decide that we do not want to give him fluid biomechanics because he is the Voltors. His panties get wet when he gets science buildings. So let's not give him that because he'll get the science victory a lot sooner. Possibly, if he has a lot of coastal cities. I don't know. I honestly do not know. So, but we're not going to give him that because that would be really weird. Come on, get that out of there. Don't give him that. And this will cost us 300 influence, which is a crap ton. So we decide, well, what do we do? What do we do, man? What do we do? Do we give him the dust and then get less technology? Or I think what we're going to do is we're going to get that uncommon alloys out of the equation because it's just too expensive. I'm not going to pay that much influence, not at this point anyway. So we decide to hold off on the deal, apparently. And save up some more dusts so we can get that technology anyway, because we're stubborn like that. Even though it would have been better to make 2 trades, one for the luxury boosters and one for the tech later, because the sooner you get the luxury stuff, the sooner you get everything, you know, so you kind of want to make that trade and just leave that tech for later. And we finish up the main quest, or well, finish up, we get the quest to get that hero. So, yeah. Just gonna equip a hero, search that thing, we get some free palladium, which is amazing, we want that stuff to build our buildings. And we're gonna go and see where we need to go, and luckily it's close by. Actually, I lied, that's not lucky, it always is pretty close by, so that's not a big deal. Seriously, the Wild Walkers are so easy. Have such easy main quests. They have the easiest main quest in the world, and then they have lots of production to build our wonder with, so, you know. What's the big deal? You can just, like, get that. Still not at the point where I'm gonna need to talk a lot. I thought we were gonna make the mega trade sooner, but that's probably after we get the National Museum. That technology is a must on every civilization. No matter what game you're playing, National Museum will let you make trades, and trades are really cool. Especially trades for like resources and technologies. Like that's just, it will speed up your game, man. And you do not need to slow down your production. You don't need to slow down your science or your dust income, because you can just build that building, then you can get all the empire plans that you want to get, and you can make trades. It is one of the most cost efficient things there is. If you do not get National Museum, you are sick in the head. Yeah, I said it. You are sick in the motherfucking head. I don't know, I felt like moving my mic closer to my mouth. Deal with it. Alrighty then. Let's see here. What are you going to give me, Master Meriadoc? Nothing. This guy, though, this guy has freaking 200 palladium, which we don't notice until after. First, we're going to go and make the trades. I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you the other stuff, but not that. Holy balls. No way. Now, he seems to like gold a lot. But we'll get the spices instead. Spices are really cool, too. Spices, man. Let me tell you about spices. Spices are amazing. 50% food in all your city. What the balls? These luxury resources are so overpowered if you have few cities. It is amazing. You can supercharge your economy like nobody's business. And we see that he has lots of moonleaf, which we kind of want to get. And we'll pay some more money for it. Oh no, we're just going to go for the spices since he cares about his moonleafs too much, and we activate that stuff and that stuff and that stuff. I'm not even going to talk about it. Give me 25% on everything, 50% on gold, and 50% on food, and the emeralds were just for shits and giggles. We had them, so we were going to use them. That's basically what we do. Alrighty then. Let's see if we can't get something else. We need something else to get the fervent, I believe. And actually, let me just press enter, since no one has any wine. Or anything that we can use in a timely fashion. Pressing enter like a baller, we find out that we finished the plow factory in Sarat. Amazing. What are we going to do with all this food? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, wow. We want to go here to get that anomaly, to get that extra science that we get from anomalies, because we built the chirometric meter thing, which is two things in the same thing. And we notice that the roving clans and the Volters are at war. That's bad. That's really, really bad, because if one guy kills the other, then that's not going to be good for us, because we kind of like the map divided. We don't like one big blob, because one big blob is going to attack like crazy. But looking at the map, if we were to switch over to that, please, if you could. Me from the past, please. Move over to the map. Move over to the map. Come on, me from the past. Me from the past. Oh, we just noticed. No, we don't. Apparently we didn't notice yet. I'm pretty sure I stood still for that, for like a second, because I wanted to know what was going on. Come on. But whatever, we'll notice it when we notice it. We finished the National Museum, which is great. And, I think this is right about the time where we decided we just wanted to stop doing anything. Well. Okay, welcome back. I don't really know what that was about. And I won't be able to edit it out because I'm using two programs at the same time, and so it's like, I don't know if that'll work. Alright, so we need some adamantium to build these national museums with. And this guy has quite a bit of adamantium, but he values it quite a bit too, so it's gonna be expensive, so we want like 15 adamantium. And what do you want for that? A lot of gold. Or we can give him our dye, which we have way too much of. Of course, we are Dutch, so we're not going to give them all of our dye. We just want a tight deal. And then we notice he has some Titan blood, Titan bones, which are great. And we don't want anything else because it costs too much influence for what it's going to give me, so yeah, National Museum, fantastic. Got to think of it, we probably should have made that deal and got the rest of his adamantium. Would have been better, actually. I mean, you're gonna pay for the influence anyway, so you might as well just make the numbers big. Big and strong. Numbers. Yeah. Oh my god, post-commentary hell. That's also the reason why I didn't finish my EU4 Let's Play of Tuscany, because I needed to do 4 hours of this. Can you imagine 4 hours of pretending you're in the game that you're playing and you're not? That's horrible. And that was a few days after I had to record it as well, so I didn't remember anything that I said. So, like, that's kind of impossible. So, yeah, there you go. We're gonna go ahead and level that guy up. We want science first, because the next thing is influence. And, well, nice as that is, you don't make a lot of influence points. So, a percentage-wise increase isn't that big of a deal, whereas you do make a lot of science, so a percentage-wise increase is a big deal. I hope that makes sense. I really do hope it does. Right, completing my national museums fairly quickly. And we finally noticed, oh god, we finally noticed that they are at war. We were like, what did that guy do? Did he take that city with, like, privateers or something? What did he do? What did he do? I don't know. Do you know? No, I don't. But yeah, they appear to be at war, and the roving clans appear to be winning, although that province in the bottom right corner used to belong to the roving clans. Yeah, they traded regions. Which, that's a good sign. If AIs trade regions, that's good. You want that to happen because it weakens them both. As long as no one gets the upper hand, I'm fine with this war. And we need to level this guy up to natural resources level 2 to progress the main quest storyline. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This guy still doesn't have any text worth mentioning. This guy, however, has that thing. And boy, do I want that thing. He also apparently values the canal system in the public library a lot, and he values management sciences as well. So that's nice. And we're going to try and get something extra, like, what do we get? The smelting station? Yeah, that's a good tech to get. But it's pretty expensive to do so. So we're going to go ahead and offer him our dye and switch out some of these techs. I think. We use our dye first. I see what we wanted to do. We were so close to getting that deal, so we were like, okay. Let's then instead just press enter like a few times and then propose the deal again when we have more dust and more dye. Of course, we used our dye straight after, so that isn't really going to work, but we noticed that smelting station only takes 2 turns to finish, so it's not that big a deal. Alrighty. This guy levels up, just pretty straightforward, going for that. More dust is always good to have, to trade techs with and whatever. Tried to make this deal again, apparently, but please get the smelting station out, man. I mean, come on. That's, oh no, I'm not actually doing this, am I? That would be a horrible mistake. Okay, thank God. Yeah, smelting station is 1 turn. We do notice, that's good. Turn 92, we're getting close to the time where we want to build our building of doom and death and destruction. So, yeah, this is actually pretty slow mid-game for my taste. Not slow in the sense of we're not doing much, or we're not building much, but we're not going through it pretty fast. Even though we're just building buildings, which I don't like. I feel like time spent is a valuable resource as well. Especially the time spent with my viewers. I don't want them to watch stuff that's really not that exciting. I want to get to the exciting bits fast, so I want to rush through the mid-game. That's important. Alright, gonna get that Barrow Street over there. Apparently not. Yes, we are, because, come on, man, ocean tiles. How good are ocean tiles? It has food, it has dust, it has production, it has science, it has everything. They are, by far, the best tiles. Ocean tiles are the shit after you get some technology. So, like, you want to settle near the ocean. But you don't want to settle near the ocean from the get-go, because it needs tech to be good. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna get some of this tech. Actually, come to think of it, you can research the uncommon alloys really easily. So you should probably... Why am I getting that? No, you don't want to get that. You should probably just research. You should research those yourself and get the marvelous. Trade for the marvelous ones, because that's an HOA. I'm Sean Connery. And this is Lancelot, the first knight. Die. No, die isn't the verb. Die is in the noun. I will give you the die. Alrighty then. Am I going to give him tech? I'm really going to give him all this for uncommon armor, eh? Oh, and marvelous armor. Okay, well, whatever. It speeds us up a little bit, so that's quite alright. This guy, though. This guy has 283 palladium. 200... Oh, we're gonna trade for this, too? You shouldn't do that. No, we're not making this trade. I remember researching this myself. Spoilers. What do you want me to do, man? I can't just forget. I already know. Need to talk about something. Wow, he really likes gold. Holy shit. We notice he really likes gold, so we're gonna try and get some more gold off of this guy, but he doesn't. He only has 5, so that's not really worth it. Gonna check him for useful tech, and he really doesn't, so I just don't understand. How did he win that war? How is he winning this war if he doesn't have... He has crap for armor and stuff. So, like, how is he winning? Is he just using mercenaries? Or, the Grassilisk. We were thinking about buying his Grassilisk, but we're getting that anyway, and we're not really making that much money and science off of trade, so it's not really that big of a deal. And we have new strategic and luxury resources. Hyperion. Hyperion, fantastic. And some hydromiel. Hyperium is pretty much useless unless you're going for science, and hydromiel is always nice because you reduce the upkeep on your heroes. Now we want to get those 2 techs because it makes our armies have more defense and more a bigger size. Which is, those 2 techs are pretty essential. Want those 2 because we're the Wild Walkers, so we want to produce lots of stuff, and we want those things because you know, we want to make use of our resources. That thing is actually a really good building because the 100% XP on unit recruitment also works on your heroes, which I think is a bug, but it works on your heroes. So, yeah. That's 100 XP per unit on that you finish on your heroes, which is broken, man. That's so strong. Now, we decide that we really need to get ready to build our death ball. It's turn 94, and it's in about 30 turns we'll get a message popping up. I know this because it's always around turn 125 that the AI has 2 of the 5 techs that they need in order to win the game. So, yeah. We need to kill whoever sends me that message. Otherwise, we lose. Plus, you know, killing people is fun. And, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. That's the plan, at least. I didn't play past 100, so I'm not actually spoiling anything now. That would be weird. Alrighty then. Now, this guy has nothing to offer. That guy has some Titan bones, but we have more than enough Titan bones ourselves. What we really want is marvelous armor. Also, we want vision and map exchange because we want to know what the hell's going on in this world. Those 2 things aren't worth the influence points. I'm sorry, they're just not. Right, so we noticed something really weird here. How am I going to explain this? Right, so the Volters settled that city on turn 8, so that Undand city has to be their former capital. There is no other way, because they are not pooping out 2 settlers within 8 turns and then marching them all the way to Undand. Oh, wait, Undand should have been a capital, and then Galarath or that, what's that, Hunter should be their capital. And it's not anymore, so it's in Roving Clan's hands. So, you know, that's kind of weird. And then there's that Manhelm, which is the Roving Clan's capital. Which is weird that it's surrounded by Volters. So the only explanation is that they just completely traded empires, which is really funny. I've got more proof of this because some of these cities have a percentage next to them to who's owning them, so we can see exactly who took them. And that Jorgador doesn't have that, so that used to be former Roving Clan's territory. Now, looking at the army sizes, it looks like the Volters are getting their hands, their asses kicked. The Roving Clans are just able to field more armies because they have a lot more money. So yeah, it will only be a matter of time before the Volters get destroyed, or they make peace. That could also be possible, because both of them should be pretty exhausted with all the cities being taken. Now, Marvelous Alloys, that is a tech we want, because we can't reach that for another 8 techs. And we can't afford to wait that long, because it takes about 4 turns to finish a tech at this point. And 4 times 8 is 32, that would put us at turn 125. So if we were going to tech that ourselves, we wouldn't get the techs that we need to build our death ball until the moment that it's too late. And we need our death ball ready at that point, because we need to attack someone. I don't know who's going to be first, but there's someone going to be first, and we're going to need to kill them. It's not going to be the Volters, I don't think, since they got their ass handed to them by the Roving Clans, but it probably will be the Draken, since they have so much territory. Now, and you don't want to go fight the Draken with sticks and stones. You want real adamantium and palladium, man. You want that shit. And we can trade for it since we're not so hobo this turn. And we find a new guy. Well, let's see what he has. I just need to propose peace in order to get that. And he has nothing. He has absolutely jack shit. I have way more tech than him. I'm like, what the hell happened to you? And then I'm like, oh wait, the necrophages are in this game, right? So they probably just got eaten by the necrophages really early on, because that's what they do. You know, mages usually kind of suck as AI too. They're not that good. I've never really had any problems with them. It's usually either the Volters, the Roving Clans, or the Draken, or of course the necrophages that just end up lobbing all over the place and ruining my day. So, but this world seems to be pretty balanced, even with all the Roving Clans and the Volters trading territories. Man, talking to yourself for an hour was tiring. Righto, the Advanced Alchemy Lab, that seems like a great plan since we have tons of districts. That's about 9, if I'm not mistaken, 9 districts. 9 times 3 is 27 research. Obama phase, not bad. Alrighty. we're making the trade for Marvelous Allies. We now have Marvelous Allies and Marvelous Armor. We're still gonna get Uncommon Allies, though, because we get a discount. And Palladium and Adamantium is, well, they aren't as cheap as Titanium and Glass Steel, and not as common, so you kind of wanna, you know, get whatever discount you can get. Especially if you plan on making, like, a Death Ball, which is, like, 3 to 4 armies. Which you can use to crush everything that moves. Right, I'm gonna build that cargo space there, because we have no reason to go for the other way. And, yeah, we're probably going to be plopping in a northeast direction, so we'll build that cargo dock over there. And our cities are coming along nicely. There you go, get the cargo dock there, so we can make a... So we can have a nice, double horizontal line. Well, not horizontal, diagonal, whatever. A double line. And finish that up. We're on Fervent, that's fantastic. Don't really need that any higher. Gonna build the Dakari Ranger, and we see that our city grows in 4 turns, and the Dakari Ranger finishes in 2. But he won't sell for shit unless we equip some iron, some tier 3 iron items on his face. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and the longbow gives more production value than the crossbow and the shield, so we'll equip the longbow. Just add as much production in there as possible, and then we'll recruit him in 4 turns, and he'll sell for a pretty penny. Gonna equip this thing, you always need to do that, because as I said before, experience on units apparently also works on heroes, so you want that on all your heroes when they're at the point of finishing a unit. Now we need to 10-eye Walker, and we meet the Necrophages, which, yeah, that's pretty much useless to meet those guys, because, you know, we spent too much influence points on trading, and we didn't pay attention to when the next Empire plan is, so that's pretty unfortunate. But we kind of want to keep our science up at this point, so we don't really care about the building cost reduction, since we finish everything in 2 to 3 turns anyway. We have so much production that that's fine. This guy doesn't have anything that we want. Neither do you. I've pretty much got all the tech that I want at this point. I still want the 10-eye walkers, and I want the alchemical armor to get the accessories that we want. So that's pretty much the only 2 techs that we still really need, and after that it's just, I'm gonna tech randomly. And we want to keep the price down, so we're only asking for 20 of these resources. The gold is nice because we get to use it, and the red sang is nice because it gives more experience on heroes, and as we know, our main quest is to level that hero up as fast as possible. So that's what we're doing. All of our boosters still have a few turns on them, except for gold. We really need gold. And we need 10 more emeralds to activate that. We're activating that for shits and giggles. Emeralds only give fortification bonus, which, you know, you can only find very rare uses of that. Defenses improved expensively. Yeah, well. That's not worth it. Holy balls, he has 353 palladium. Juicy. And he has some adamantium that we also really want. Now, we're still not going to give him fluid biomechanics, because as I said before, that will help them research a lot quicker, which I'm not willing to let him do that. So we'll make this trade, and we need a little bit more dust to get that done, so we're just going to press enter a couple times. We also need more influence to make that deal, but that's fine. Now, we are thinking about starting to build up our forces, but we're only 4 techs away from being in the next era, so we might wait. We might wait. First of all, let's make this deal, and because he apparently wants cargo docks really badly at this point, we can just ask for more stuff. We're not going to ask for more resources, I don't think. Well, the adamantium is always nice to have, since we need that to build our army. And the titaniums would be nice too, because we need that to get our accessories. Well, never mind. Looks like we won't be getting that. Alrighty then, we don't have enough influence to get this done. But we might as well get the maximum adamantium and palladium out of this deal as possible. We can set the dust again and try to make that deal next turn, or in 2 turns once we get enough influence. And we'll have enough palladium to build at least 3, I'm thinking 3 stacks, yeah, that seems to make sense. 3 stacks. That's really all you need. You don't need more. More is just luxury, or reserves. You don't need more. So, gonna give him geomic labs, that will also increase his research, but yeah, I guess we should have given him the cargo docks instead. I don't care if they produce more, since everything they produce gets multiplied by, like, 2 or something stupid like that. So, probably should have should have given him the cargo docks there. And we want to go and edit our units, and we're like, no, we forgot that we still need accessories. We still need accessories. No, we're like, the attack one and the damage one. Oh crap, we don't have that. So, so we back out and immediately set our research onto getting the alchemical armor. And there we go. Then we'll get that and that, and there you go. Good boy, good boy. Right, Sarah is not producing anything, so we'll just get a burrow street. Actually, we timed that perfectly, so it's not like I'm just randomly building a burrow street. We timed that. I'm good like that. I'm a god. Remember it. Glory's a god. Right. This city, yeah, it looks like it has a lot of production, but I still prefer the cultist heroes. I don't know. They're just better. I feel like they're just better. Alright, I get the gold boosting thing, that's good, and la 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 la. Wow. Well, what are we doing? Yeah, gonna put our guys onto food since we're not growing fast enough to be able to build burrows. Which, we still want to grow our city a little bit. It's still good. As for that guy... No, he doesn't have the tech you need. He doesn't have alchemical armor level 2. He just has crap. We still need some titanium and some glass steel, though, to equip those accessories that we want to equip. And we decide to pussy out and get less. But I think we'll renegotiate the deal later. Yeah, I could give him the palladium, but that would be kind of counterproductive, right? So we're like, well, we'll give you 50. And he's like, no. And we're like, okay, we'll give you some gold then. And he's still like, no. So that's kind of sad, but we'll manage. It's turn 103, and we are pretty late at getting our army together. So we're probably not going to wait for the next stage, and we're just going to build those units. I mean, it's only one battle that will be level 4, considering our enemies will most likely be like level 9 or something, especially the roving clans, and they're the only one that we can really attack. So, yeah. I'm just checking if there's another cultist hero, but at this point, I don't think we'll be getting him. I'm just going to get a couple of archers to lead my armies. And, yeah. That's, pretty much that. Construction completed. Fantastic. Gonna give him the natural, resources thing. It's useful. Got nothing else to say to that, and let's make a deal with the Volters instead, because the roving clans are kind of bitches on that account, because they just don't care about anything. They just want dust, and they refuse to make a decent deal with me, so just gonna go ahead and make the deal with the Volters instead, giving me more than enough glass steel and more than enough titanium to get the stuff that I want to get. Now, the only thing we still need is some more adamantium. It's adamantium because you say someone is adamant. So then if you add Ian, it's adamantium. But because you say it like a word, it's adamantium. Right, the Arc of the Builders is actually one of the best weapons there are. Like, damn son, those are some good weapons. Now, we can't just randomly tell our hero to make an army and go there, so we'll just assign a new army. Travel over there. And I don't remember if that ruin or this quest spawns an army. So we're just gonna go ahead and send that hero with them. So he can get some XP if there is an army. Shouldn't be too difficult to kill. So, yeah. Alchemical armor finishes in 1 turn. Fan-fucking-tastic. You're gonna find out why that's pretty much useless in a bit. Either it's useless or it was the most genius move ever, I don't know. I'll explain later. Anyway, just gonna move this army here, assign my hero. Moving you a little bit closer. Ahote Satana. Search. Battle started. Oh, it does spawn some units. And we get exotic armor. Yeah, that's right. We just teched that up for nothing. Either we teched it up for nothing or that doesn't fire until you have that other tech, so... Anyway, got that quest completed, and the next quest is assign that guy, build that weapon, assign him to a city. Pretty straightforward, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And, yeah. That city is not yet producing a lot of dust, but after we finish this building, gonna get a decent increase in dust production. There you go, that's 50 dust a turn, that's quite good, you know? That's pretty fucking good. Alright. Gonna build the city here since that one over there is already level 2, and yeah, it kinda makes no sense to build the city there. Plus I built the cargo docks on the tile to the right, so that city will move on to level 2. And I can just carry on building up the newly Borough Street into something nice. So there you go, we're going to go straight along the coastline. In fact, might even build on one of those natural resources. That would be great, because you can get a tech and a city improvement that will give you 50 flat production on your city if you have a strategic resource on top of your city district. He's going to give me the hydro meal for free, but I don't mind. If he wants to do that, then sure. Right, this guy has mithrite, which we are going to need quite a bit of in a bit, because that hero, whatchamacallit, hero weapon, the Arc of the Builder, that requires mithrite. There you go. Which would be some added difficulty were it not for the Falters being in the game, and the Falters usually have a lot of strategic resources of every kind. So because of that, they don't value their strategic resources as much as they probably should, and you can get those for a pretty penny. Actually, I am gonna need to have to leave you with that. So, as always, thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye. I totally lied. There is still some video to cover, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, what were we doing? Okay, yeah. We were trading for some moon leaf. Awesome. Awesome. He doesn't appear to like anything that I have to offer, though, so that's kind of a pain in the dick, except for my palladium. But I'm not going to give him that, so I'll just give him the grassilisk. The grassilisk is worth. And we'll add a few ducats to that. We make 40 grassilisk every 10 turns, so we should be alright in doing that, giving away our grassilisk. And, yeah. He's gonna build some cannon fodder in the meantime. There's no reason not to. And right now we have all of our resources that we need to get. We have the palladium, we have the adamantine, probably enough for at least one stack. Gonna finish up our main quest though to get the exotic armor, so that we can get better accessories, and yeah. And now I'm gonna have to leave you for real. Looking at the border between the Volters and the Roving Clans, it seems that the Roving Clans are kicking major ass, but they don't have marvelous armor or marvelous alloys, as I point out. So that should be a breeze. I hope they win. I hope they win very hard and completely eradicate the Volters, actually, and then we can just waltz over here, take all their stuff, and, I don't know, make ready for a final confrontation with the dragon. Might even have to just punch a hole through their forces and just kick them in the nuts. Because they're probably going to be very far into the science tree, and I do not want them to get Serum of Etero